Hello all, welcome to Analytics Sakha. So today we will discuss about the business case scenarios, frameworks and the systems and the business operations and management strategies. So what is a business case scenario? A business case is your chance to present your persuasive documentation to your managers or the investors or the interviewers, convincing them to support your idea or a project. And for that purpose, we require the framework which we use in the systems to solve the business problems. So, what is the framework? What do you guys think? What the framework is? Guess. Okay. So, framework is a tool. Framework is a tool to solve the business problems. There are various tools are available for the business consulting, like the Boston Consultancy Group, BCG Matrix. Then there's a SWOT analysis we can do. Then there's a 3C framework, lies the customer, competition, and the company. Then there's a 4Ps, there is product, price, place, and promotion. So this is the framework. Now we'll move to the system. So what is the system? System is a process with all the tools built in. Like the one example I have shown here, as the customer decides to buy your product or a service, the payment system. So how this payment system works? A customer decides to buy your product or service. Your point of sale systems calculates the price of the item. Then your customer pays via credit card or the debit card. Then the point of sales transaction is finalized. So here we have used multiple frameworks like the frame tools to complete the process in a system. So, but in that way we can say a system is a process with all the tools built in. Now we will move on to the next. So business cases have traditionally focused on either business strategy or the business operations. Means business strategy or the operations strategy. So we will move on to the business strategy. So what are the business strategy scenarios in business cases? The first strategy is entering a new market. A market entry strategy is a plan to distribute products or services to a new market. This has the obvious advantage of potentially increasing revenue, but it is associated with a variety of competitive and financial risk due to factors such as the barrier to entry, taxation, and exchange rates. So there are various strategies to enter a new market. There are many strategies as follows, like direct export, retail partners, e-commerce partners, wholesaler partners we can do, value-added resellers we can connect with. We can connect with the resellers. We can apply for the sales outsourcing. We can do the joint marketing. We can do the licensing, franchising, expansions, international expansions, domestic expansions we can do. So this way we can do enter a new market. But a market entry strategy is way of maximizing your chance of success when moving into a new market. For example, just consider Starbucks enters in China. And what are the lessons Starbucks has learned in China? That challenging the status quo can create a whole new market. That's what Starbucks learns when it enters into the China. That is a new market for the Starbucks. When McDonald's enters in France, so what are the lessons McDonald's learned? It learns that the adaptation to a customer base is a crucial. Like when McDonald's entered to India, it comes up with its unique products as per the culture of the Indian. Then we can say IKEA. When IKEA moved to China, I hope you must be aware about the IKEA. If you don't know, just search on the YouTube, you will find. So when IKEA moved into China, the lessons it learned is that the bridging cultural gaps helps consumers understand the value of the product. When Red Bull enters the America. Oh, Red Bull enters the America. Yes, because Red Bull is not the American company, guys. Red Bull is the Australian company. And the lessons it learned is that the event marketing can be extremely powerful. As you must have seen, the marketing campaigns of the Red Bull, it creates the events through which it promotes the product Red Bull. Now the next strategy is Industry analysis. So what does the industry analysis means? Industry analysis is a market assessment tool used by the businesses and analysts to understand the competitive dynamics of industry. To perform primary and secondary market research within an industry such as information technology, consulting or insurances, assess sector trends, create segment taxonomies, size markets, prepare forecast and develop industry models. For example, demand supply statistics, degree of competition within the industry, state of competition of the industry with other emerging industries, future prospects of the industry taking into account technological changes, credit systems within the industry like, for example, FMCG industry has the long waiting period to recover the credit from the market, and influence of external factors on the industry. So, industry analysis for an entrepreneur or a company is method that helps to understand the company's position relative to other participants in the industry. It helps them to identify both the opportunities and threats coming their way and gives them a strong idea of the present and the future scenario of the industry. The key to striving in this ever-changing business strategy, environment strategy, is to understand the difference between yourself and your competitors in the industry and use it to your full advantage. So, there are various types of industry analysis. So, we will focus more important only three important strategies. There are three commonly used and the important methods of performing industry analysis is competitive forces model. Guess what are the competitive forces models? Porter's five forces model, broad factors analysis like the pestle analysis, political, economical, social, technological analysis, and a SWOT analysis that is strengths, weakness, opportunities, and the threats. On the basis of that, an entrepreneur or a company or a businessman can understand the industrial trends. Now, the next strategy is mergers and acquisitions. It is the well-known term among the corporate finance world. So mergers and acquisitions is a general term that describes the consolidation of companies or assets through various types of financial transactions, including mergers, acquisitions, consolidations, tender offers, purchase of assets, and the management acquisitions. So what is a merger? A merger is the combination of two firms which subsequently form a new legal entity under the banner of a one corporate name. A company can be objectively valued by studying comparable companies in an industry and the using metrics. So how mergers are structured? So mergers can be structured in a number of different ways based on the relationship between the two companies involved in a deal, like the horizontal mergers, vertical mergers, conjoint mergers, market extension mergers, even product extension mergers, and the conglomerations. We will take some example of the successful mergers like the way Disney, Pixar, and the Marvel get merged and become the one entity. The way Google acquired the Android and become the one entity, whereas the field acquisitions we can say is about the eBay and the Skype. Can you see the Skype product nowadays? You can't. Earlier you used to use the Skype for the video conferencing purpose, but now we use Zoom only. So Skype is not there in the market. I mean, it's not that productive. It's in the market, but not that productive and not preferred by the customers. So one more question I wanted to ask you guys. What do you think about the Vodafone and the Idea? These two companies got merged into the Vodafone Idea. So is it a successful or not? I mean, the Vodafone and the Idea merger is successful or not? Just think about it and mention in the comment box about your opinion regarding the mergers of the Vodafone and Idea. Now the next strategy is the developing a new product. In business and engineering, new product development covers the complete process of bringing a new product to market, renewing an existing product or introducing a product in a new market. A central aspect of a new product development is a product design along with various business considerations. So let me tell you guys, new product development is described broadly as the transformation of a market opportunity into a product available for sale. The product can be tangible, sometimes physical, which one can touch, or intangible, like services or the experiences. So, sometimes the processes are distinguished from the products. New product development requires an understanding of customer needs and wants, competitive environment, the nature of the market, cost, time, and quality are the main variables that drive the customer needs. So before doing new product development, we have to do something like we have to understand the new product strategy. We have to understand the customers, means the knowing your customer, idea generation, screening, concept testing, business analysis, product development, market testing, commercialization, and the evaluation. So next strategy is about the pricing strategy. So what are the pricing strategy? What do you think about it? Pricing includes a price. A pricing strategy is a model or a method used to establish the best price for a product or a service. It helps us choose prices to maximize profits and shareholder value while considering consumer and the market demand. So pricing strategies account for many of your business factors like revenue goals, marketing objectives, target audience, brand positioning, and product attributes. They are also influenced by the external factors like the consumer demand, competitor pricing, and overall market and the economic trends. So there are various types of pricing strategies like competition-based pricing, cost-plus pricing, dynamic pricing, premium pricing, high-low pricing, hourly pricing, scheming pricing, penetration pricing, like premium pricing, project-based pricing, value-based pricing, psychological pricing, geographical pricing, etc. Now the next strategy is the growth strategies. So how companies define the growth strategies? A growth strategy is an organization's plan for overcoming current and future challenges to realize its goal for expansion. Example of growth strategy: goals include the increasing market share or increasing revenue, acquiring assets, and improving the organization's products or services. Some common growth strategies in business include the market penetration, market expansion, product expansion, diversification means coming up with a new product in the new market. Now the next strategy or a business is the starting a new business. Starting a business entails understanding and dealing with many issues like legal issues, financing issues, sales and marketing issues, intellectual property issues, intellectual property protection, that is liability protection, human resources, and many more. But if you will see, there are successful stories of early stage startups growing to be a multi-billion dollar companies such as Uber, Facebook, WhatsApp, Airbnb, Ola, Byju's, etc. So before starting a new business, we have to conduct something. We have to do some planning. And the planning includes, we have to conduct the market research. Market research will tell you if there's an opportunity to turn your idea into a successful business. You have to write your business plan. You have to fund your business by identifying the investors, pick your business location, choose the best business structure, choose your business name. The most important is register your business, get the PAN card, license, it's and everything. Now the next strategy is the competitive response. So what is a competitive response is? A competitive response is a move that is taken to counter the effects of a competitor's actions. Thus, companies considering making a competitive move should recognize the potential that competitors will respond. So, there are 4 competitive strategies: differentiation strategy, cost leadership strategy, best cost strategy, and the focus strategy. And on the basis of that, like for competitive strategy as follows, like cost leadership strategy, I told you, differentiation strategy, best cost strategy, and the focus strategy is about the market niche. We focus on the market niche and then provide our offerings accordingly. So this way we can handle the competition and can maintain our position in the market. Now the next strategy are what are the operational strategy. So business strategies we completed. Now, what are the operational strategy scenarios in the business environment? So first strategy is increasing sales. So how you can increase your sales? Many businesses are looking for ways to sell more of their products or services in order to boost their sales. First, you guys think, this is the only way we can increase your sales, or there are many other ways? To increase the sales, we have to follow some basic approach, like we have to make sure our prices promotes an increasing profit margin. We must have clear and well-defined goals. We must communicate more with our customers so that we can understand their needs and give our offerings accordingly. We have to create more incentives to lure our customers. Bundles and upsell your products to raise revenue. Like in banking industry, you will observe if you will go and open an account, so they will offer you with the insurance products, they will offer you with the loans, personal loan, home loans, etc. So like that, you can upscale your products. Looking out for new distribution channels and opportunities. You can focus on your brand. You can motivate your team. This is the ways you can increase your sales and stay competitive in the market. And the next strategy is increasing profit. So how can you increase your profit? You can increase the profit by increasing pricing of the product. Oh, this is the easier answer for many small companies, especially those who have been in business for a while. Most businesses set their prices when their businesses were first launched, since that they were so hungry for business. We can also do another thing, that is redesign workflow and systems for greater efficiencies. We can eliminate tasks and the activities that don't value to the company or the customer. We can give our team a clear picture on ways that can contribute to the profitability. We can regularly review our administrative and the operational expenses so that how we can optimize the cost. We can also look for ways to increase the value to the clients and the customers through which they will give us the extra profit by the client retention, etc. We have to feed our winners and starve our losers. This way also we can increase our profit. So next strategy is reducing cost. Reducing cost is also one of the ways to increase the profitability of the business. So what does the reducing cost means? Cost reduction is a process of decreasing a company's expenses to maximize profits. It involves identifying and removing expenditures that do not provide added value to customers, while also optimizing processes to improve efficiency. If we focus on improving our efficiency, then automatically it will reduce down the cost. If we make our supply chain more efficient, then it will also reduce the cost, and we can give this benefit to our profits and to our customers. Now, the last strategy is the process improvement. So process improvement is a proactive task of identifying, analyzing, and improving upon existing business processes within an organization for optimization and to meet new quotas or standards of quality. So process improvement often involves a systematic approach which follows a specific methodology, but there are different approaches to be considered. Some examples like the benchmarking or the lean manufacturing, each of which focuses on the different areas of improvements and uses different methods to achieve the best results. Processes can either be modified or complicated, complemented with the sub-processes, or even eliminated for the ultimate goal of improvement. And process improvement is an ongoing practice and should always be followed up with the analysis of the tangible area of improvement. When implemented successfully, the result can be measured in the enhancement of the product quality, customer satisfaction, customer loyalty, increased productivity, development of the skills of employees, efficiency, and increased profit, resulting in the higher and the faster return on the investment. So these are the ways through which we can improve the process, we can improve the profit, we can improve the sales, we can enter into the new market, and we can solve the business cases scenarios and become the professional business consultant who has that expertise to solve the problems.